Hello in TV land, it's your boy Freelancer Joe, ready to once again get cracking. How y'all doing this fine Sunday afternoon? It is a fine one. At least I hope it's a fine one for you, as it has been for me. Nice, productive morning. Yep. I resumed my training this afternoon after the week off. Did not hurt myself, which is unusual and good. And then took a nice shower, got a shave so that my face is silky smooth, as is deserving of someone of my good looks. So what shall we be doing today? Well, if you joined me yesterday, and you really should have joined me yesterday, I hope you joined me yesterday, but if not, I had mentioned that I had been working on an AWS Lambda and an AWS API Gateway to expose said Lambda. And I got that working, but that's what you call the back end, the part that does the processing in the cloud. It actually is a cloud. But anyway, that's one part of it. The other part is I still have to have my web application code make the call, and it's not a trivial matter. I mean, to some people it would be trivial, and to others less trivial. So I kind of go in between. It's like it takes some work and some setup, especially if you want to do the whole React Redux thing and application state, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, that's what I did this morning. So there is actually, if you click a certain thing on my web application, it actually will make the call and send the contact information to a Lambda, and an email will appear in my spam folder. I would show that to you right now, but I've never actually accessed my Gmail through my virtual box, and if I do it now, then Google is going to say, hey, are you really accessing this? Go do the second factor authentication, and I really don't feel like getting my cell phone to do that. So we'll do it at some later point. I'll show it to you later. And I don't even have the contact form within my web application right now anyway, so it's all hard-coded. So then that means, what am I actually going to be doing today? Well, it is Sunday afternoon, so we're just going to take it nice and easy and just do some style cleanups. Since my client, the wonderful folks at Velo Music School, are still deciding about some things, additional work on their front-end stuff is kind of on hiatus. This whole Lambda stuff is more infrastructure, kind of back-end stuff, so that when we move to the next phase, I can proceed quickly. But while I'm waiting for that, what I can do is go ahead and make tweaks to my personal website, which is, I think it looks slick, but there's a lot of rough points and things that I finally decided that I really want to change. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got so far. First, we shall shrink me down. I wish I could do that after all the weight I gained after taking my week off of training. The numbers are devastating. Alright, so here is my very slick, very cool page. I happen to think very slick and very cool. And so the two things, well, first we'll go ahead and, one thing I did change this morning was I changed my image to something that's patriotic and masculine, much like myself. I think that's a good photo. It's because I couldn't find the other photo that I've been using on my other sites, like Facebook and Twitter and stuff. I mean, I could just download them again. Pretty certain they're on my other laptop too, but it was a lazy Sunday morning. Lazy/productive, if that makes any sense. Anyway, so let me see. A couple things that I still don't like about this page. Okay, so number one, as cool as this floating navigation, bottom navigation bar is, I think it causes me too much headache. Because I did notice in, I think it was a tablet running Chrome, that while these appeared correctly, these did not. Now, I mean, I could go ahead and try and debug and figure out what's causing that particular issue, but, I mean, I think a lot of people might not be accustomed to, they may be used to the top bar not moving, but the bottom bar is going to be kind of weird for them, I think. And the other thing is, so this custom scroll bar, which I think is very slick and looks very nice, it also causes me a lot of headaches too. And the only reason I really went with that is because I did not like the old scroll bars that browsers used to have, which, you know, really thick and blocky, and they finally, and all other things, kind of shrunk them down to make them look a little less bulky on the eyes. So that's why, for example, I didn't use those custom scroll bars in the Bella Music School site, because there's no need to. So the first thing we're going to address, so those the three things. One, we're going to get rid of those custom scroll bars. Two, try and move this down. And three, we're going to go ahead and deal with how these things are spaced. Because the other thing is, oh, actually, I'm not sure if I can get that fixed right away. Alright, well, if we can get two of the three, that'll be good. So what does that mean? Alright, well, all these other pages that are open, they're all because of all that AWS stuff I was doing that I'm not going to show you just yet. How will you see it? Well, you'll see it when I end up cutting and pasting into the Bella Music School website once that's back up. Although you can see part of it up here right now. Don't need that. Oh yeah, don't need that. Alright, view container. Let me see, does this guy have the scroll bar? Yeah, okay, see right here we've got the scroll bars. So that's going to be a lot of things that need changing, because it all starts at the top and works its way down. So first off, we have our index, and so it's going to use the style. That's funny, I thought I was missing that. Okay, overflows auto, so believe it or not, that's actually fine. And index.html is going to get mounted to this bad boy, index.js, and okay, this guy, nothing doing there. I'm still closing a bunch of the other folders. You'll have to bear with me. You don't have to. I hope you will. Let me see. Okay. Is it? That's not the root. I don't think the root does much either. Let's see. Root just has that. Okay. Yeah. So it's pretty much the view. And the view returns a div with @pane, and it has scroll bars. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to take out the scroll bars and see what happens. So, you know, let me see where scroll bars are used. If I was smart and it's just the one place. Yes. Well, smart or lazy, take your pick. As loath as I am to just, I am loath to just cut it out. Nah, I know. So we'll get rid of the import 2 because I am not using it. And let's see what it be, what it do. All right, there. Okay. So that looks actually not too shabby, in my opinion. But yeah, okay. I'm digging it. I am digging it. All right. Where are we? Okay, it's the paper that's doing that. All right. So now the next problem. Oh, not necessarily a problem per se, but let me see. Is that margin might be a little low? We'll deal with that later. Okay, so what we have, problem number 1 is that on the splash page, the bar is gone. The bottom bar is gone. And then on the other pages, I think they're okay. Although, if you look very closely, you can see what's going on here. So this is a paper component, one paper component, and then the toolbar is rendering right below it. Now, if you compare this to what the Bella Music School site is that their bottom navigation thing appears within this piece of paper. So, that's an interesting question. I mean, I can leave this just like it is, because it works pretty well for these guys, just fine. The only thing that doesn't work too well is this. Well, let's see where that bar is. I bet you it has something to do with... where is this guy? Where is he? Huh. I don't know where he's running. Oh, am I still doing those spacers? Oh, that's interesting. There's that spacer. Okay, wait, there he is. He's supposed to... Oh, wait, there he is. Oh, there he is. What is he doing up there? Okay. Well, there we go. That's where he is. Now, why is he there? Because this root thing is flex. Column space between. I wonder if it's the height. No. And top bar, that. And this guy. Center row space evenly. What is causing this position to be there? Oh, you know what I bet you it is? Ah, okay. Okay, I got it. It's the image. So I don't specify the height of this particular image because I don't know what it is. And as such, the div gets assigned one height, and then the bottom bar gets added, and then the image actually loads, and then that pushes it down. So yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take out these vertical spacers and see what that does. Those are all scroll bar spacers. I don't think that's actually going to fix that problem, but it should clean things up a little bit. Yeah, it does actually. Let's see how it looks on. Yep, okay, so that's all still good. Where are you? I bet you it's still in the same place. No. Yep, pane root. Yep, that's good. Bottom. Oh, yeah, see. I don't know why it's appearing now when I do that. Oh. Because it's getting pushed up. It's getting pushed up. Let's take a look at the splash, see what that guy's doing differently. There's the cards, there's the slider. No, that all looks... Alright, so how about if I do this? Paper, card media, dot, dot. Now this is going to render it within the paper. So we shall this dot props dot on open new window requested. Let's see if that works. I'm just guessing now. Did not import the bottom bar. Bottom bar, bottom bar, bottom bar, bottom bar, bottom bar. Yeah, I wouldn't expect the very best from your boy Freelancer Joe on a lazy Sunday afternoon. Plus, this is just for me, so. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Alright, there. Oh, okay. So, it re-rendered that thing in there because, yeah. But as you can see, now it's here. Oh, I do like the fact that it really blends in there. You know, let's see how that looks on, say, About Me. Here's the contact paper. Should I put it in the contact paper, which will affect all? The camera broke. The camera broke. Hold on a second. Still recording. Chars. Alright. I really wish I knew when to stop doing that. Okay, so the question is, do I put it within the content paper or within each view? Well, I'll put it in the splash view. So let's go ahead. Let's see what it looks like. And the presentational content paper. Excuse me. Curious if the mic picked that up. I'll go ahead and huh. I wonder why that was .js and these are one of those things I'll have to figure out. Well, not have to, but would do well to figure out. So what we're gonna do is put this in meow. Huh, that's sloppy. That really shouldn't be there. And on the container, we're gonna just go ahead and pull out the bottom bar entirely so that it doesn't get rendered twice all the time. Of course, it means it gets re-rendered with each view, which is a little sloppy. It does make me wonder if React's smart enough to know that it's, well, I mean, it doesn't change, so. So we got that down. Interesting. Oh, let me guess what's going on. So even though this is a common component, on the About Me page, that entire bottom thing doesn't get filled up, or it has an unusually long, you know what, I bet you, okay. And then on this one, it actually looks about right, but then on this bad boy, so you know why it's doing that? I'll tell you why it's doing that. It's very annoying. Pay attention to how About Me slides into view. Slides in from the bottom. So this is the extra space that was temporarily used, but it's still within the DOM. Services. Where does services come from? From the top? Yeah, services comes from the top, so that's no problem. It's not going to render anything above 0. Portfolio slides in from the side, so like what About Me, all that space there. Clients slides in from the right. It's the same issue as with the top. There's no problem because it's not going to size it up from a negative. Well, so I could try to narrow down that specific behavior, or just accept the fact that I only did it for a little visual pop. And we know that clients and services are fine, so what's services? Services is slides down. So we're going to make about me down. And what was the other one that worked? Clients worked. And clients was from the left, right. Alright, so services will now slide in from the right. Services will now slide in from the right. And then, okay, portfolio will slide down. And clients is still from the right. What was hire me? Hire me was zoom in. Okay, so that'll be fine too. Alright, so let's take a look at that now. Wow. Alright, so that's positioned nicely. Good, good. About me. Good. Services. Good. Portfolio. Good. Clients. Good. Hire me. I'm not clicking because that's actually the one that is tied into my Lambda call. But it does the zoom, so it's not going to have that same issue. Wow. Wow. Content paper. Clients. Services. Splash. About. Okay. So what I have so far now is got rid of the scroll bars. Good. And rework that bottom bar so it should always appear regardless. And let me go ahead and remove this unused import. Rerun it again. And, well, we're getting close to my time limit, so I'm going to go ahead. Make sure it comes back up. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and commit these changes, because it also includes all the other stuff I did for yeah, you can see the stuff I did for my AWS, so I definitely want to save those. No, get add g/splash. That's my new picture. This is a constants file for the AWS services that AWS functionality that I'll be using. And this is actually the managers I have for AWS. Util.txt, that's just a scratch file, but we'll go ahead and keep it in there. Git status, git actually style change, AWS integration. Git push that bad boy. And there we go. We are committed to the cause, to the code base. Anyway, so that was 2 of 3. Not bad. It is a nice Sunday afternoon. I may or may not do the third thing I was going to mess around with. We'll see. I mean, it's not like my site's really high traffic just at this moment. So I think if anything would be higher traffic, it's going to be the YouTube channel first. So we'll just go with that for now. And so I'm going to wrap this up right now. Sorry, I couldn't tell if the camera froze again. Well, thank you for joining me, if you did join me. I hope the rest of your Sunday is wonderful and great and awesome. And I hope you will join me later. Cool kid spiel about liking and subscribing and commenting and suggesting. And Yeah, take care and God bless.